What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another recap. I have one question for you. Did you buy the dip towards the end of the day? Because we are experiencing another sell off. I think it's maybe because people don't want to hold and there's uncertainty until after elections. But nonetheless, I passed on this one. I passed on the Apple dip. Honestly, we were just kind of bored the whole day. Only up $25, which probably just covered my meal, my lunch. I just wanted to see green on the portfolio, but nonetheless, if I would have held it, would have been a decent play because it's up to 274 after hours. And yes, this is Facebook. I usually try to find ways of convincing myself of why not to buy more than why to buy. So Apple, I told myself there's more important tech earnings coming up towards the end of the week, so I said I'll pass on it. And maybe tomorrow we could probably get even a steeper sell-off because based off its mid September chart, we have broken the uptrend and can possibly come down. Don't be surprised if we come down under 110, possibly 107, 108 range. We could possibly be a good dip on. You could possibly get $50 to $1 profit per share. So that's what I'm waiting for. If we would have bought toward this 111.1, that lucky number one right there, did towards the end of the day because it did not hold its 1112 or the 112th level, it would have been a decent play because it's up to like the 112 again after hours. But if it, I think we could possibly see some resistance here at 112 tomorrow, assuming how futures take us. So we'll also see pre-market. Facebook we covered. That's probably another dip I'm watching. Microsoft at 204, which it did not hold. Surprisingly, it held almost throughout the whole midday. It just cracked into the 202 after hours. This is another one that I love to see drop even more because on its 4 hour, as you can see, 200 is not that far out. Assuming it's the whole psychological number, it's going to have more attraction towards that number than the $220, $230 mark. So let's see 200s. It's probably a good dip buy. Another one is Netflix, which I told you guys if we see some move towards 467, which is a little far out, I'm going to buy. Why? Because it's proven, look, it's bounced off this level like 3 times. It's more likely to bounce off this level again. Size is small, but as for a position at around the 487, 488 level, I have yet to see a decent move up above the EMA. We could possibly have a dead cat bounce to 500. But today we saw a decent spike to 493, 494 after during market open, an hour after market open. But I don't like this. I don't like the choppiness. I don't like how there's even just the midday is very ugly choppiness into the market close as well. I mean, look at this run from 485 to 492 right back down into the market close. I don't like that. Overall choppiness on the 1 minute, but I'm waiting for a more decent structured up move up above the EMA on the 4 hour. Neo, another one that I could possibly swing over the weekend. I still wanted to hold and close around the 428s, around the $28 mark. It'd be amazing if it was 428. Around the $28 mark because that's probably gonna meaning that's so close to its previous high around 294. I know I've been expecting $30 for this stock for the longest. Again, it's a whole number psychological whole number resistance is gonna have there. So even if we inch above $28 mark, it's definitely gonna attract more buyers, 100%. Spy, I don't like the weekly on this one. The weekly on this one is ugly. That drop even you saw right now, I was like, let me look at the weekly. The last time we had a candle this ugly was towards the end of February in mid-March when the initial drop happened. So let's look at the 1 hour. I mean, look at that. This is why it's so tempting to dip by this. How can you not be tempted? Like we're reaching towards the lows once again around the $320 mark. So definitely tomorrow's gonna be very interesting. And like I said, for Apple, we waited this drop out. I wanted in, but we didn't. I told myself there's more tech earnings, so let's just wait. I know Twitter has earnings tomorrow after hours, I believe, and this one's inching towards its highs on the 4 hour. Look at that. So we might see. Look how it got rejected right around 51.50. So that's a $0.50 mark. Which was another one that I was watching. Microsoft we covered. Of course, we can't forget Tesla. On the 4 hour, I kind of gave up on the trend here. The uptrend completely broke it. Now we're on the downtrend. The next number you guys we're looking for is 300 and 350. We talked about this in our chat. You guys can look at find that in the first thing down below. Yeah, that's the first thing down below. We're speculating 300, 350, and that's where that first initial drop here was 308, and then 350 here. So notice these 2 points are the whole numbers, whole number, half number, and whole number again here at 400. So I think we could break and bounce out 400. But now I don't know about a day trade on this one, even on the 1 minute. I do find this a little bit more of a cleaner chart pattern, more steady than like compared to Netflix or something like that. But that doesn't disclose the fact that we closed towards the end of the day, towards the lows. So I'm still gonna wait. Everything seemed very cheap today. I was tempted, but then I held myself. So let me know what you guys are buying. Let me know what you're trading. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.